Oh man. By the way, I totally bought a Big Bird puppet.
I'm going to be buying an Elmo puppet.
I also got some prayer beads and a tome. I'm ready.
Nice.
I need to buy like a wolf plush now to swap between Elmo and fucked up Elmo.
All right, so we should be good to go. I think we might only be getting 30 frames a second, but it's something.
It's plenty.
That's not enough.
That's all the eye can see anyway.
You get it. Darius, you don't get it. Sorry to say.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'll forgive you this time, though. All right, so, without further ado...
Sorry.
No, it's all good. So last time, discuss with Nair. Best approach? Finish up in town. Jeff, new sword get. Clanky juggle good. Clanky rain bad. Ian creepy, but whoa. Big storm, bigger deep lake monster. Fish is big, Kayana wave bigger. Water elementals, rude. Reach the other shore. Settle in for the night. Await the clank of morn. The end.
I really like this style of summary.
This is the best one so far.
I think I might have to do these forever. I like them.
Why waste time saying that word when you were too trick?
Some people have a way with words. Others not have way.
Darn.
What about curds?
Everyone has a way with curds. It just might not be a good way.
Ooh.
Oh.
Fair.
It's like Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good with this comparison. Okay. So, yeah, you all had left off at the other shore of the lake, settling in and waiting for Clanky to arrive. You expect sometime late in the night or early the following morning.
Right.
I do not believe we had done watches yet.
No. That is correct. We
were where we cut off.
Yeah, we moved as far away from the lake as possible and set up camp.
Yeah.
Now we're settling down.
As possible.
Like 10 feet. Just as far as
we gave it a wide berth.
No, I rolled a d20 and you got 14 feet away.
Oh, sweet. That's pretty good.
All right.
So we rolled a 3.
It's a little close still.
No, you're fine. All right. Who would like to take first watch?
I'll do it.
Me too. I'm taking all watch.
Yeah, because you.
Right. Why don't we just let Wartalk do all the watches? Wartalk doesn't sleep.
Because then
I
you
get
bet
distracted.
on 1d20. Yeah.
All right, fine. I'll take first watch with Wartalk.
Okay.
I got an 18.
All right, good. I got an 8.
All right.
Well, that's why we double up.
So you do notice a few things throughout the night. Mostly Jeff, not really Wartalk so much. Wartalk is like trying to see if he can still hear the fishes on Lake Villar.
Wartalk is just beside himself with worry for Mr. Clanky.
And that, as it is raining, and it actually, as the evening goes on, it turns to snow. And about halfway through your watch, it begins snowing instead of raining. Actually, I think I even said that happened while you all were walking away from the lake.
I think so.
I remember hearing the word snow at some point.
Yeah. Well, it's winter, so we're going to go with that. It's snowing during your watch. And Jeff, you're more used to farm and grassland type terrain rather than the sort of forest you find yourself in now. And even with the snow sort of muffling the movements across the ground, you're kind of surprised at just how much noise sort of finds its way to your ears in the night. You hear sort of shifting and shuffling, and for the first 30-40 minutes, you find it hard to get settled in your watch because you hear all of these different sounds, and you're kind of looking over your shoulder and peering about, trying to figure out, is this a noise I need to be concerned about? But for the most part, they're all mundane. You see one or two small game creatures like squirrels or rabbits running past. Once or twice you spot a deer. But after a little bit of time, you sort of settle down and let yourself sort of relax and get into the headspace of being in the forest, and they don't so much bother you anymore. However, as the snow falls, nothing out of the ordinary really catches your gaze. Your watch goes uneventfully. So who's taken next?
I will take the next one, I guess, along with Warthog if he's staying up.
He
No
has
reason
no
to sleep?
reason not to.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to sleep.
Yep.
This man.
I got a 7. Where's Clanky?
I got a 19 plus 7. We're good, bro.
Where's Clanky, though? Do you see Clanky?
I didn't.
See, on a 26.
Okay, so 26. Kayana, as the snow is sort of piling up, you notice a drift in the snow that sort of doesn't seem to fit the natural landscape. There's kind of a strange lump that the snow is sort of accumulating over top of. It was difficult to see before the snow was really building, but now that you sort of have this like white outline that's bright enough in the moonlight, you can see the sort of distorted shape.
You see that over there?
Where?
You see, it doesn't fit the snow. You said it was moving, or
It
it's
is
just
not.
distorted?
It is still.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Oh, hold on.
You can keep talking.
I'm getting a phone call. 1 second.
Oh gosh.
I'm just gonna stare into the distance and see if I can find it.
All right, Wartalk. The void swallows you.
Yay!
Okay, I did not know who that is. It's just that mound. It's what?
Do I see the mound after she points it out?
Yes. Once she points it out to you, you can sort of make out a little like. It's hard to tell, but you can see something doesn't quite look right.
So the last time that I was like, I'm sure it's fine. Let me just go see. While I was on watch, I got shot with a crossbow 3 times.
Hey, only 2 of
Right.
them hit you.
Shut up, birds! So, I
Motherfucker!
mean, sure.
Actually, at this
but-
time of night, it'd be more like, "Ooh, motherfucker!" Alright, continue.
Oh my.
So
I'm done
basically, I'm
derailing my own
worried.
game.
Well, we can. Sure, let's go see.
I can go do it.
I mean, I'll go with.
Okay,
It's just.
Alright,
I got your back. I won't let anyone shoot you again.
Okay, deal.
so you've got his back, so Kayana pushing Mortok ahead of hers.
No.
I'm kidding. So the 2 of you sort of creep up slowly, taking your time and being very cautious approaching this. And you get closer, and it doesn't move. And you get closer, and it doesn't move. And you're right up on it. And it doesn't move! So, yeah, you get right up to this strange sort of mound, and the snow is maybe 2 inches thick now, so you have to sort of move some to the side. But as you're brushing the snow away from whatever this is, who's doing it?
I'll do it.
Real quick question.
Yeah.
Shape water. Can you do that on snow?
I
No,
believe you
water.
can.
I don't know.
Just frozen water.
Let me.
Let's take a look.
Let's check raw.
Water 5 foot cube, move or otherwise change the flow, form into simple shapes, change the opacity, freeze it.
So, this answer on RPG Stack Exchange says it can't affect ice or snow, only the colloquial common non-chemistry meaning of water, that means the liquid phase. And I
Okay.
think that's supported by the fact that it's
You can freeze.
by the fact that you can freeze it,
Move
and by
flow.
the fact that you would change its flow, solids don't really have a flow.
Yeah. Yeah, it also move, so I wasn't sure. Okay. Then I'll go up too.
Okay. Your hands do not meet underbrush or foliage or fallen leaves or anything natural. They brush against a leather hide. And as you brush for a moment, you do feel fur underneath of it. But it is unmoving and it's quite cold. And in fact, I'd like both of you to make investigation checks.
Okay.
Or in this case, what I'd like to call
I got a nat one.
checks.
Wait, what was the what? What
Investigation.
checks? 22.
Okay. Kayana, you're sort of brushing over this, and you're getting obviously that it's not natural. This is a creature, but you can't quite tell like what's going on, why it's here, what it is. Wartalk, as you're brushing, your hand meets something hot and sticky, and you pull away, and your hand is covered in blood.
Oh, that's not good.
I think it's dead. Maybe.
Nice.
I'm gonna poke it.
It does not respond. It seems
I think
to be
it's
dead.
Do I know what it is yet?
With that investigation check, yes. So you dig a little bit more from the spot where you found the wound. And the wound was in the neck, and so you go upwards from that and uncover the face. And it's a strange, twisted sort of combination between a wolf and a human. It has this weird, like, wolf-like snout, but some of the facial features look human. You can see patches of human skin peeking out from underneath of the matted tussles of fur that adorn its shoulders and chest.
That ain't natural.
It is not.
That ain't right.
It's too soon for Elmo to appear.
This is the wrong campaign, Elmo.
Nah, and here Elmo's got a gun.
What is this thing?
Do we know what it is? Is this something we might have...
Make a history check.
History?
Kayana, you with disadvantage, unfortunately.
That's fine. Both my rolls were bad.
15.
15.
5.
Okay. Kayana, you have no idea. It's an abomination, to be sure.
Oh, yeah.
But the nature of it, you're unsure.
Okay.
Wartalk, however, you have heard legends of werefolk, of man-beast hybrids that are... It's typically the result of a curse known as lycanthropy. For the most part, though, you've only heard stories. You didn't think they were real, even. Stories are seldom enough, and told mostly as ghost stories or stories to scare children. Not really something you'd actually expect to encounter in the world, but here one is nonetheless.
So, curse, and it's half wolf, half person. I mean, yeah. I didn't think they were real though, because look at it.
Right. Yeah.
Should we No, we should just leave it. We should probably keep an eye out more though. Do you think there's more? I hope there's not more. There's probably more.
Wartalk, with your investigation check, I'll give you one other thing as well. The wound that you discovered looks like it was made with a dagger. Or some, like, short, sharp implement that is used for stabbing. Dagger is what comes to mind.
Does it look like it was, like, stabbed, or does it look like it was just kind of
Stabbed.
Stabbed, okay. It was definitely stabbed, though, so there might be somebody on our side, or maybe they're against us and these things are on our side, but that would be weird, and I don't really want that. Yeah.
¿Por qué no los dos?
I don't feel like both work.
The owls are trying to turn us against each other. Don't listen to them. I don't...
Maybe we should just get back to...
We should probably just get... I'm gonna start whispering more now.
You're not particularly far from camp. You're maybe like 24 feet.
I don't think
Oh.
that's better.
You camped pretty close to this thing.
Good. So let's just kind of take a couple steps
Actually-
back that way.
Can I maybe take a look at it to try and determine how long it's been dead for?
Make a medicine check.
Sure. That's much better. That is a 17 plus 7.
Okay.
Big number equal good.
It's a little bit hard to tell because of the snow, but with that roll,
Mhm.
you still get the pretty clear sense that it's been dead since maybe late afternoon, early evening.
Oh.
Quite recent.
Oh. Okay. Gotcha. So, I'm pretty sure that this thing died today. So I think you're probably right about I think there might be more around. And also there might be somebody else on our side who doesn't like these things around.
That would be good. It's great.
Oh yeah.
Bet
He
wouldn't
really
like
is fighting evil
werewolves.
by moonlight.
Well, yeah, we'll just go back, and I'm just gonna not blink anymore for the rest of the night, so I don't miss anything.
Okay.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, I'm awake for the next 4 hours, so I'm with you.
Okay, good, because I'm gonna blink. Add happen. Sorry.
Okay. So you're taking 4 hours of a watch, Kayana?
Yeah,
Cause elf.
'cause elf.
Cool. Okay, so that leaves only the one more watch. Once you finally do feel the need to allow the remainder of your rest to take you to sleep, go ahead and wake up Callum for the final watch.
I rolled good.
I haven't rolled yet.
Makes sense too, because I'm terrified now.
I am fearing for my life.
Dirty 20.
Nice. Callum, what you got?
That one.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, that was not the right dice.
Did you roll a d12?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, yep, I've done that.
Yep.
All right, well, not much better. I got a. Let me see what 2 plus whatever. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's 2 whatever.
It's better.
It's not an at 1.
That's true. Callum, as the snow piles up, you kind of get distracted, both by keeping yourself warm and by sort of the beauty of the snow that surrounds you. You just draw your cloak in tight against the winter chill, and you let the sleepless one take most of the responsibility for the watch, and he does surprisingly well.
He stares unblinkingly with wide eyes.
Wartalk, you okay over there? You look like you've seen a ghost.
No, do you see the mound over there?
Yeah.
That's a werewolf.
Oh.
It's dead. I should lead with that. It's a dead werewolf.
Did you guys kill it?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Something else did though, and it went stabbed him. So that's probably good.
Wartalk,
not the werewolf
as you are, as you're staring unblinkingly at the werewolf corpse, it takes a little while. So go ahead and make a investigation check. Yeah, investigation.
2, 3. So that's 18.
I thought you said you rolled a 2,
Oh no!
and I was
looking
like,
for a
how the
modifier.
hell did you get 18? But I guess it was a plus 3.
It was
Yeah, I
thought it
have
was
a plus 16 modifier. It's cool,
Yeah.
bro.
I'm so good at investigating.
I'm a demon lord, it's fine. I'm a god.
Barring a nat 1, there's nothing
Don't do
that can
this
stop
to
him.
me.
So as you're watching, the form is becoming more human. The patches of fur are like slowly over the last couple of hours receding more and more, and more of the human skin is showing. The mound actually shrinks slightly over the course of this this evening until sunrise.
Hey, Kellum.
What?
Remember when I said it was a werewolf?
Yeah.
It's a person now.
Yes, and in fact, by sunrise, it's basically a human being.
I didn't even think they would turn back into humans if they were dead. Maybe he's not dead.
I don't know.
Do you think we should go kick him? Or her?
I
Poke him with a stick?
poked it pretty extensively earlier.
This one is
I
key,
think it's dead.
and naked.
I
by
think
the
he's
way.
dead.
There are no clothes upon this body.
If you want to go poke him, you can. But now it's a naked like.
Are we all awake
That's
now?
interesting.
You are getting there. The sun is
Okay.
rising.
Okay, not quite yet then.
So I think we should probably just leave it.
Ethan needs to chastise the nudity in the stream.
Just wait until I wake up.
Asking for a friend. Does anybody know the spell enlarge?
No.
No. Dang. All right. Never mind.
No,
What?
it's the
Station,
other
they can
group
make it
where
bigger.
somebody does.
What the fuck were you about to do it?
You know exactly what he was about to do.
I know. I don't.
Listen.
Please no.
Listen. There was chastising of nudity.
No one
and
knows
I
it.
just felt like we need
All
to
right,
make
the
it
sun's
worse.
up. Everybody's awake.
All right, we get a long rest.
Yes,
Cool.
your long rest is uninterrupted enough that you gain the benefits of it.
Nice.
Cool. I'm finally able to stop being on fire. Going to autumn form.
I wake up and I see the other party members looking a little bit frazzled. I'm like, hey, what happened yesterday or last night?
What happened yesterday? Oh, let me tell you.
Oh, last night. I meant last night. Sorry.
To answer your question, Christine, not Kayana, the last two sessions have been horror themed partially because we've been talking about doing Call of Cthulhu maybe as the other group's like intermission thing, and so it's got me on a horror kick.
You're
I'll
doing it well.
Nice.
Thank you.
The suspense is good.
So, did you guys see anything while I was asleep?
Yes, in fact, we did.
Oh, what was it?
I'm just going to gesture towards the mound.
There's a new dude.
Oh, yeah. The best part is she doesn't know it's just a person now.
Yep.
Oh, when did that happen?
Yeah,
Oh
so the
my.
snow is mostly like melted around it now. As
Yeah.
you sort of like pushed it off, made very little like depth to melt, and the morning sun is sort of peering in through the branches and melted what remained. And yes, now there's just a nude human male body lying there in the snow.
Avert your eyes, child!
Oh, that was covered in fur the last time.
It was what?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. No. It also had like. Probably had claws. I didn't actually look for
Oh,
claws.
yeah.
There was blood.
It did.
Okay, it's dad.
Yeah.
Oh, you know it's dead. It's dead, and it wasn't me. I swear.
It
So you
wasn't
said
me.
this thing had fur and claws.
Yeah.
Do you know what like lycan werewolves are?
Would I know what that is?
Make a history check, and also give me a second. You can see.
Okay. I rolled a 14 when he gets back.
It was just a nude dude.
What happened last night? Kayana points to naked guy in snow.
Uh,
Oh
No.
god, we're the worst.
I rolled a
You're
14.
muted, Matt. You're muted.
I could hear every word of that, just FYI. And you got a 14,
okay.
yeah?
Yes.
Cool. All right. Yeah, you've heard of werewolves before, probably to a lesser extent than Wartalk has, but you've heard of them. You would have
I
only
see.
heard of werewolves, actually. You would not necessarily have heard of lycan other kind of werefolk.
So you're saying this thing was a werewolf?
Yeah. Now it's just a
Oh.
guy, but I guess
Well, yeah.
dead and son or something. Guy. And
Well,
he was stabbed. So that's probably important.
The stab wound is still evident, and there is blood sort of around the regular vein. Oh, that was
Well-
too high for the jugular vein. The jugular vein.
If there are werewolves around here, we best be careful when proceeding. There's might be more around. Oh yeah, has anyone seen Mr. Clanky yet?
No, not yet.
Almost as if on cue. As you say that, you do, Kyan, I think you have a pretty high passive perception, right?
I think, yeah,
17.
she is the best one.
Yeah. So,
17.
other than Shaedra, who is not here, you hear
Yeah.
a slight clanking and thumping in the distance.
Wait a minute. I think I hear him. I hear the
Kayana,
clank.
what do your elf ears hear?
I hear Mr. Clanky.
Clanky!
The thumping speeds up a bit.
Oh yeah, that's definitely him. Oh, Clanky's so cute.
Thank you.
Give it a couple of minutes, and
couple
the
minutes.
thumps become like thunderously loud, and you're just like boom, 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 boom. As he's coming up to greet you all, and let's see. Yeah, he actually just like sweeps his arms around all of you and just lifts you up in a big group hug.
Aww.
Oh my god.
Ow.
Come on.
Put me down.
Ow.
Thank you, but put me down.
He's a gentle giant. He doesn't squeeze too hard.
But I'm a frail creature.
He has 5 strength, he is.
Hey bees, how's it going? I'm glad you liked your minis. Woohoo!
Oh, hey.
Yay.
All right. So Clanky is returned to you.
Hey,
He does look like you can see a few patches of rust, but for the most part, he's fine.
Hmm.
And we can buff those out.
Clank.
What did you say?
Did you get rained on, Clank?
Clunk, 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 clunk.
I'm sorry. We'll see. There's a guy who makes little mechanical things back there. We'll just check with him, see if we can help you afterwards.
The eyes sort of like open up wider a little bit, and clunk, 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 clunk. He like nods with his whole body.
Sweet.
Well, now that we're all together, shall we press onward?
I guess so.
Alright, let's us move on then.
Alrighty.
What do we do about the nude dude?
Should we bury that?
Is there any snow left?
Mhm.
I'm just gonna pile some snow on top of him, and we can move on.
Okay.
Oh,
That's not a proper.
Kellum, are you okay with
yeah, I
this?
was gonna say Paladin Kellum.
Jeff is piling snow on top of the dead body.
Well, technically abominations, but I guess even abominations deserve some kind of burial.
That path
you
of
want-
redemption.
Do you want to take the time to give him a proper burial?
I'll
It
do
might
it.
take a little bit.
You
Alright.
guys can go on.
Clanky can
I'll
dig
catch up.
really fast.
No, we shouldn't split up. If we're gonna stay and give him a proper burial, I'll help you out.
All right, gang, let's split up.
No.
Just use body into the sea, give him a sea burial. I don't know.
Wait,
America's not too
hold on.
specific about this kind of stuff.
I'm pretty
I
sure
just-
if me, you, and Mr. Clanky work together, we can dig a grave pretty quickly.
You can,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
For the better part of like half an hour that it takes. Oh, sorry, Wartalk, did you want to do something?
It's not in the game, but I just came to a very, very important realization. Clanky is Scooby-Doo and I'm Shaggy. Just thought
You
I
gotta
had to
find
put that
yourself some Scooby snacks,
So,
man. You
carry
gotta.
on. Sorry, carry on.
Okay, so for the better part of like half an hour, the group of you are digging,
Jinkies.
and oh gosh,
Sound
y'all are gonna get to like, I can't give it away. I'll say it at the end of the episode. So you all take the better part of like a half hour to dig up the grave and lay the body down in it and cover it up again with dirt and snow and make a semblance of a decent grave for the poor thing. And you press onward, not losing too much time of travel for the day. Maybe a mile's worth. Given the snow, it might take you half an hour to travel a mile, perhaps, maybe a little less. Continuing right along. You make your way again, sort of northward and now sort of angling out east from the lake, making your way up towards where you believe the ruins to lie. The forest does get quite thick along your path, so I would like a perception and survival check, please.
I'll handle survival.
I got a nat 20 on perception.
Nice.
I got a 13 on survival.
Okay.
Cat, bad.
With the snow and the forest terrain, Jeff, it is a little bit more difficult for you to pick your way through than usual, and so you don't make quite as fast progress as you might were you to lead the group through grassland. But you still make fine progress. You're not going, extra slow or anything. You're just not going particularly fast. Kayana, as you all are walking, you catch a glimpse of another one of those mounds.
I'm sorry, I caught catch a glimpse of what?
Another mound.
Another mound.
Oh gosh. I'm just gonna kind of brush the snow off of it real quick.
Same thing. However, this one is very nearly human when you uncover it. There's only a few sort of tufts of fur left to identify it as something other.
Oh.
Well, if any, like maybe the people that were here before us cleaned these guys out.
Be a busy day for us.
Maybe they were the good guys.
All right,
Oh.
Sneaky, get to digging.
Nah.
Well,
we should probably keep going.
yeah, we shouldn't dawdle, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, you push onward, quickening your pace as the urgency grows, making your way north and eastward towards the ruins. As the sun begins to poke through the thinning clouds and the snow abates, total accumulation of maybe 4.5 inches. You see the trees beginning to thin, and you see maybe half a mile or so ahead of you. You think maybe the forest will end. You're getting towards sort of the thinner edge region. And Kayana, you spot yet a third mound. And then close to... This one is basically completely human.
Okay.
There's no real distinguishing marks, but given the pattern, you expect that it was similar.
Yeah.
And it was similarly stabbed in the jugular vein. You find the fourth one towards the very edge of the forest, just sitting there like 10 feet back from the tree line as the day draws toward mid-afternoon. And the sun is now shining down and glinting off of the new fallen snow. Most of it is untouched by tracks. Your own are just about the only you've seen, crossing maybe a few woodland creatures' tracks on your way, but you don't see any leading away from the forest nor towards this body. So whatever did this came before the snow.
I would like to do a thing.
Okay. Jeff, you are, just for flavor, you're the one noticing most of the things I just described.
Okay.
Having to do with tracks and such.
Okay.
I am going to place my hand on one of the trees and cast Speak with Plants on it.
Okay. The tree actually seems to notice, and you hear hello.
Smarter than grass.
Probably smart. Hi, good morning. Sorry to wake you.
That's all right.
Oh my god, this tree. I love it. Well, we were just passing through and we couldn't help but notice that there were a lot of strange bodies lying around. Do you know what happened?
Yes. There have been many strange creatures about in the woods. That was one of them. He got what befits a creature so away from the natural order of things.
What were these strange, unnatural beasts doing?
Killing beyond the normal order. Taking that which is not theirs, and most recently, kidnapping, taking creatures from their homes.
Hmm. Did whatever kill these, do you think they got rid of all of them, or are there any left?
There were maybe 12. I saw only one pursue.
I see. Well, I'll let you get back to your rest now. Thank you very much for telling me.
Please end it if you can. And the voice fades.
Okay.
So, what did you learn from talking to plants again? Was it smart? Did it have more interesting things to say than the grass last time?
Hey,
you
the
didn't
grass
step on it
told
this
us
time.
about the wraith hearts. That grass was useful. Don't you mock them.
Don't you knock it.
Anyway, the tree here said that these creatures have been killing and kidnapping people, and that there was only one person who was leaving this trail behind. There are more. They didn't get rid of all of them.
Oh, well, that's not good.
He said that there were 12.
Well,
So
4.
you said someone came. Did the tree mention who killed the werewolves?
I don't believe the tree knows any specific acquaintances, no.
Well, I don't know what trees are capable of, I guess. Aside from being turned to boats.
Wow.
Dude, he's right there.
Yeah, but he doesn't
Sorry?
speak common.
And, well, I don't know who specifically it was, but it says that it was only one pursuer who was slaying the beasts, but that they're running rampant, and it asks us to please stop them if we can.
You think Shaedra came through before us and just wanted a solo mission to just rid the world of werewolves?
I suppose it's possible, but we also don't know that it is Shaedra for sure.
I don't know. It could. Regardless, there are more. The important thing is that there's more of these things around, so we need to be careful.
Right.
All right. So we'll have to make sure we try to pick a safe spot to make camp at tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, I don't think it's a good idea to dawdle around here.
Yeah, we should move on.
Yeah.
Okay. So you leave your foliaged friend and continue on your way.
Nice.
About an hour or so from the edge of the forest, Jeff, you do actually find a trace of tracks. And there seem to be several, which is why they were particularly easy to pick up at first. But then interspersed among them, you see one smaller pair of prints tracking through the snow. And as you all follow these, eventually you come upon a strange shape that you can see sort of in the middle distance. Something poking up out of the snow at a queer angle. You approach, and it seems to be a sword as you get closer and closer. And as you come up upon it, it is Shaedra's.
Uh-oh.
Oh, oh my.
What? Who left a pair of scissors in the ground?
No, this is a short
that,
sword.
that was out of character, sorry.
It was good. It was good.
We would recognize this as being Shaedra's, right?
You absolutely, yeah, definitely.
Okay. I'm gonna pick it up and inspect it, I guess.
Okay.
Is it like covered in blood or anything?
There is some blood on it. There is also. Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
12.
Oof. Yeah. So there are signs of a scuffle. The snow is sort of. You can see even with the fallen snow that has sort of covered up some of the traces of it. You can see snow that has been tossed around and pushed and moved. And just sort of general disarray among the terrain. But you also see specks of blood here and there. Some of it is red. Some of it is... Oh, shit. I can't remember what color Shaedra's blood is.
Some of it is not red.
I think it's purple or gold or something. It might be silver. It makes mythological sense. Some of it is not red, yes. So there's sort
Some
of a
of
mix.
it is the color of Shaedra's blood in particular.
Some
how
of it's
fresh are
deeply
the-
flavored.
Flavored, great.
Um,
How
This was the
fresh are
worst
the blood
snow cone.
stains?
yeah.
Would I be able to tell?
Fresh enough. Given just like the general age of the scene, it's not earlier than this morning.
Well, this is Shaedra's sword, and blood doesn't seem that old. Seems like whatever happened here, it happened this morning.
Can I see what we're like trekking towards yet?
Make a perception check. It's gonna be hard
Nat
to beat
20.
Kyan as Nat 20, but okay. What's your total?
Oh, total. Perception?
Yeah.
22.
Your total is higher than that with a Nat 20, right, Kayana?
Yeah, 27.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything yet. It seems to be a little ways of unbroken plains. But you gather from just like what you recall from the map that you're probably not that far.
Okay.
I guess I will keep the short sword with me
Yes.
and just grimly say we should probably move faster.
I was about to suggest that, yeah. We should get going.
Off we go.
Okay, so continuing on across the plains, it takes you perhaps another 30-45 minutes before you do see something on the horizon. It's getting on towards the later part of the afternoon, but the sun isn't yet setting. You see before you, maybe a mile off, what looks to be a ruined structure of sorts. And you gather that this is the beginning of the ruins at Heron's Grove.
I think we're close.
I bet we are.
Okay, and we're going to go ahead and switch over to Roll20 now.
Oh boy!
Yay!
Oh man!
Alright, so do you all still have the...
Can you...
Well, I can... Yeah,
you should probably relink for everyone's benefit.
I can
I got
do.
it already.
Actually, I could probably just copy it from the thing I sent you, can't I?
Yes.
How dare you guys not have this thing bookmarked that we haven't used in approximately a year. Alright, and let's actually go ahead and switch to the other scene. So we have that pulled up.
do.
Oh man.
I love the duck.
Yeah.
So you'll
I
notice
just said
I'm
it.
in there twice because this is a fun little setup. So I have the DM's version open on one screen and I have the player view open on the other, so I can share the player
Nice.
view with Twitch.
You poor man.
Yep, yep. It's fine. You know, Chrome is just eating 90% of my RAM,
Oh.
of my 16 gigs of RAM.
Oh
Because
no.
how dare anyone ever run 2 windows of Chrome?
Yeah.
Oh no. Sounds to me like I need to download more.
Thanks, Ethan.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Oh shoot! You know
Where
what?
are we?
The Twitch stream is totally still named after the last session.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Hi, we have minis.
Consequences feels like that could apply to almost anything.
Yeah, but y'all didn't release an Ancient Evil.
That's
Oh, was
yet,
that
Matt.
was,
yet.
was that
Yes.
yesterday? Was that last
No,
session?
yeah, it was their last session. Theirs are on Thursdays. This is 36 for you guys now, right? What are we gonna call this? I already
I
called
think
it something.
so.
I called it Heron's
36
Grove
or
because I'm
37.
so creative. It's 36.
Oh my gosh. So, 3, 8,
The most create. Alrighty.
much.
I cannot move my token. I assume this one's mine.
Well, if you ping it in a second, I can tell you, but I can't right now.
Alright, that's
That-
fine. Take it down.
Alright, ping
Looks
it.
to be the case.
That
I'm pinging.
is indeed supposed to be you.
Oh,
Actually, no, it's
yep,
not.
Yep,
No,
I
it's
can move
not.
Mine.
This one is you.
I'm this one?
Yep.
Oh, I still can't move it.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I don't know why it cleared that. That was strange. Alright, you should be able to move it now.
Clanky.
This one should be Callum.
Alright, cool.
Wait, did I just change the one that you were supposed to be able to move? Yes, I did.
Well, I think the one with the tail is better for Jeff because
Yeah.
he is a lizard man.
Yeah, maybe that's the one I was talking about, that I meant to give you, and I just saw? Question mark?
Okay, I can move it now. We're good.
Cool. Callum gets that one. Callum, can you jump in, or are you gone? Are you here?
I'm still here. Yep.
The link is in the chat there.
I'm in roll 20 right now.
Yeah, he's in roll 20.
Why can't I see you? This is terrible.
Oh yeah, I see. You have. Wait, no, your screen's. Wait.
It
Oh,
looks
that
like your screen is just cut off slightly.
Yes.
Callum
Yeah, 'cause
is
Callum's
the like
green.
minty green.
I don't know, but he's there, so we're good.
Yeah.
I couldn't see him on my
The DM one.
yeah. However, I'm actually moving these off of the screen so that they don't bother people watching the stream and looking at the map. Yeah, I did a smart select in XSplits that it's just looking at the actual map section of Roll20, not the whole thing, because I don't need to move that one.
Yeah, that's probably pretty smart.
Oh, thanks. All right.
You
And
must have read it somewhere else.
I think it's time for some decongestion medicine.
woo!
Ugh.
Wouldn't it be lovely to not be sick? Okay.
We're working on it.
So actually, let me see if I can go ahead and illuminate the areas that you can see, regardless of like the edges, I guess. So you'd be able to see like all of that, all of that, all of that, and like
I'm gonna go take a quick bathroom break while you're setting this up.
all of that. And you would have seen like this section when you were coming over. Okay, that ought to do it. Well, I'll give you that too, because
Also-
you would have seen that entrance. Okay.
Kudos on the Hunchback score reference.
Did I say something about Hellfire or limestone or something?
No, you did a little parody of Heaven's Light with the Mucin X thing.
Oh. Yes. Yeah.
Fun fact, that was actually my favorite Disney movie when I was a kid, which explains so much about me.
Mine
No.
was Beauty and the Beast, followed closely by Mulan.
Yeah,
Yep,
Mulan was
Mulan,
pretty
that-
great.
that
I remember seeing that in theaters with my mom. It was pretty damn good.
Yup.
Still top tier.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, just for some reason, the bells and hellfire, just like a 7-year-old me was like, yeah, I'm into it.
Oh, the score in
So
Hunchback
much
is
is
me.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that score though. Oh my god.
Yay!
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
It's time for me to take more drugs.
Woo!
Staying drugs to school.
Don't do that.
Do all
Don't
of
listen
it.
to him.
But
All right.
I need my Dayquil. No, this is NyQuil. I need my Dayquil. Non-sponsor.
But they could be.
She's out of control.
All
It's
right,
not
cool.
even NyQuil, it's the generic stuff from CVS.
Hey, CVS.
Look,
All right.
it's a NyQuil knockoff, and they know it.
Alrighty. So, let's get to going. You see a few entrances as you approach. Which one would you like to go for?
How do I ping?
You hold the cursor down
Yeah.
for a sec.
Okay, that's not a door, is it?
Do it again.
That little
This is just
thing.
like a broken
Little
wall,
notch.
right?
It is
So I wasn't
actually a door.
sure. Oh, it is a door. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Let me make that a little more obvious by doing that.
Do we want to start
Ah.
with this?
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going straight through there.
Okay. Are you going first?
I'm not slowing down. So unless somebody gets in front of me, I'm going.
All right.
I'll go
Do it.
first.
Following Wartalk.
Okay. Jeff.
I'll go first because I'm clad in big, heavy armor.
This train has no brakes. There's a Shaedra that's been lost blood.
That's fair. Yeah.
All right. So, and you would actually start
Ah.
the middle section.
Who did this
Get
side?
off of
Why are we
it!
doing this? I knew roll
I'm
20 was
walking
too
here.
much power for you. All right. So you
Oh my
see
God.
a couple of
Oh.
creatures milling about as you're entering through this room, and I don't think you all are approaching stealthily, correct? At least you didn't
I'm
say
not.
as much.
I'm
I'm
not-
wearing giant,
I'm
clanky
definitely not.
armor. I'm not.
We
I just
totally
don't
did
care.
not say as
Okay.
much.
So, blah, 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 words. Wartalk, where do you want Clanky? You can control him too, I believe.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He was going to.
I feel like he
gonna
won't
go.
fit through that door.
Yeah, he's gonna just kind of go.
He would fit
Click,
through
click.
this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Then he can come up and join us. Would he fit through there? Probably
No,
not.
but he would fit through
No.
here.
You'd have to go around through the center.
Clink,
Okay, so
clink.
he'd probably get like there when we got there.
Okay, so you see a very like savage-looking boar-shaped man. He has like this very long, like pig-like snout, stubby horns that are rising up from his head, and also like tusks that curl around that shimmer in the sunlight. His brown fur is sort of matted and thick, and he wears this like heavy leather armor over top. And you also see a couple of smaller, sort of squirrely looking. Well, I shouldn't say squirrely because that's actually an animal. Rat-like creatures that look like androgynous rats, with these sort of like drawn snouts and these beady eyes that dart across the landscape. And they look and they do notice you, and you see the boar sort of flex his shoulders a bit and heft a large two-handed axe, and he's
Okay.
just sort of eyeing you for now. The were-rats each draw small short swords. Make a perception check, everybody.
Okay.
Got a 17.
21.
9 in total.
All right,
17.
Jeff, you hear from there and there. You hear the sound of metal scraping against a scabbard.
I'm going to whisper to the party. They got more guys behind the pillars. Be careful.
Oh no. Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna yell Shaedra and then cast Hunger of Hadar.
Where are you casting it?
Right. I think it's like a 20-foot circle.
All right.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius circle.
Because you don't have surprise, I'm going to say that'll be what you can do on your turn, and we're going to roll initiative.
Acceptable.
Cool.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Oh shit! I actually didn't get a bad initiative roll this time.
Right.
Finally.
Wait, what's my dex? Yeah. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. This has worked out.
All right. Give me just a sec here to.
Oh wait,
figure out
crap!
the
I have to roll for
totals.
Clankerton.
Yes, you do.
He didn't get so good.
Ew. Oh no.
He is.
Oh, no.
He is slow boy.
Okay. Let's go 20 to 50 or 20 or above.
21 for War Talk.
Okay. I don't know how to do turns. How do I do turns?
I don't know. I've never
It's-
done it in Roll20 myself. Ugh, meh.
It's probably better just to keep track of turns on like a
Yep.
notepad or something
Yep.
instead of
Yeah.
trying to figure it
Just
out.
that. All right. So, War Talk at 21, you said?
Yep.
Okay. 15 to 20.
I got 15.
17.
Jeff, what is your dex mod?
I got my dex mod is +1.
Okay. I'd like you to roll again.
All right. Add dex mod or just straight d20?
Straight d20.
4.
Okay. Kayana, you said you got 17?
Yep.
All right. 10 to 15. 5 to 10? Callum and Wartalk, what'd you get?
Well, Clanky got a 3.
Or Clanky?
I got a 2.
Oh, baby.
Oh. I was like worried we'd lost you for a sec. I was like, is he here? Did his internet die? Oh, I'm sorry, friend. Okay. All right, Wartalk. Yeah, you are up first. So go ahead and cast
Perfect.
that Hunger of Hadar.
Hunger of Hadar right there.
All right, draw shape.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, that'd be nice. Actually, yeah.
How do I get a circle? Can I do a circle? Alt for circle or ellipse. Can you center it again? Click the center.
I've ruined it. Hold on. I think it was there.
Okay. And what's the radius?
20.
Does it go through objects?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. That was terrible. That didn't fail or anything.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect.
What's going on here? Why can't I delete that? I would really like to delete this circle roll 20.
Control Z.
Yep.
Select
So
blank.
yeah, I have to right click and then undo. I can't Control Z, and I couldn't select it for some reason.
Weird.
Yeah, there's also something that says clear drawings in one of them. I think it's in the paintbrush thing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I actually want to center it on the thing. That didn't do what I wanted it to. Man, Hunger of Hadar is big.
Yeah. Tentacles.
Oh boy.
Where are you centering it again?
Oh god, that.
Oh,
Square.
whoa.
That was interesting.
You did it.
Almost. Just gotta get rid of the
Why
white
the hell
space
can't I
inside.
select it? This is so weird.
It might be faster to just like freehand it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The tentacles are going everywhere.
I mean, it's a 20-foot radius. That is everywhere. What the? I just saw one of them jump into the shadows.
You're right about freehanding it probably being better.
Yeah.
Freehand.
Was it centered like here? I just drew something.
Centered on like there.
That, yeah. I know what square
Okay.
it is. I just, like... How the fuck do
Okay.
I make this partially transparent is my question.
You probably cannot.
Alright,
that
fine.
didn't
It's
work.
gonna be fully transparent and we're just gonna do a 20-foot fucking circle.
Just make the outline a bright color so it's easily noticeable.
Yep, I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna make it bright fucking red. This is why... This is why I'm not. There we go. Alright, cool. Now I have to be able to select it. And... Nope. I have to fucking center it exactly? This is really annoying.
You're welcome.
Why is this hard? This should not be something that's difficult. Why can I not select the thin line?
The UI, you might have to like draw a
There
little
we
select
go.
box. Yeah, the UI is not great.
Drawing a box actually didn't help. I
No.
had to hover over the line on the exact singular pixel that would let me move it.
The fuck? Okay, roll 20.
Alright, cool. This is why I'm designing my own, goddammit. Okay, so that's Hunger of Hadar.
Cool.
So, anything else on your turn?
I'm just gonna take a step back, because I don't need to be close. Actually, no, that's not true. I need to think about my person. What's my move speed?
30.
I'm gonna... move there.
Okay.
Trying to get a better visual on everything.
Sounds good. Kiana, you're up.
I am going to...
Jeff, you are the next PC on deck.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm going to bonus action cast Shillelagh, so
Okie
that's the thing. For my main action, I'm going to cast Haste on Jeff.
Oh boy.
Alrighty.
So I am now concentrating on that, and I'm going to mark that for myself. Jeff, you are now hasted.
Cool.
Alright, Jeff, I gave you a little lightning icon that should tell you that you're...
Super. Yep, I see it.
I can't see
Anyway.
if you all could see it or not, but
Yeah.
I can see it.
I can see it.
you must be
And
more
I'm just
zoomed in
gonna-
than I.
Chill behind this pillar.
Chill TF out.
Chill.
Yeah,
So I will say that pillar is only half cover.
that's fine. I'm just gonna stay right here.
Okie doke. The ones that are black are 3/4.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool. Alright, so... whose passive perception is above 15?
Mine is at 15.
Okay, so the two of you hear some skittering. It's difficult to place exactly where. It seems to come from several places at once.
Ooh.
But you see this one sort of
Mhm.
skitter back into the darkness beyond where you can see. You hear some more skittering. And it's difficult to tell exactly where it's coming from. But, you know, it is what it is. Oh, wait. Well, they go before him, too. This one moves around the hunger and sort of comes out of your sight. You can't really see him from where you are, but, you know, that is what it is. I'll go ahead and hide that area again, actually.
Nice.
I still see him.
No, you don't.
No, fuck you.
And Wartok, go ahead and roll the damage for starting turn, because
Alright.
some did.
Alright, that is it just 2d6? I'll say yes. Yes, 2d6 cold damage. So 8 cold damage.
Okay. You hear some more skittering, and Jeff, it is your go.
Well, I'd love to get into melee range, but there's a giant mass of tentacles in front of me. So,
Sorry.
well, I have a couple options. I could try going around because I am hasted, or I
Yeah.
could just launch ranged attacks over the tentacle. Well,
So
okay, I
currently,
think what
this
I'm
one
going
is the only one you can see.
well, I saw that guy moving right, correct? I
Which
saw him
one?
moving this way. I saw someone run off in this direction, right?
Yes.
Okay. So because I'm hasted, my movement speed is doubled. So I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to move like 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to use 30 feet of movement to move here and look to see if there's an opening I can use to get around them.
To get around to them?
Yeah, I want to try and get around the tentacle mass to try and get to them so I can hit them with my sword.
You do recall this being an entrance from where you saw before.
Okay, let's see how much movement it would take for you to get there. 5, 10. I'm going to use, let's see. I'm going to use 30 more movement speed because I have 60 movement speed while I'm hasted to move here.
Okay. That will
You
open up.
could also use your action to dash.
Yes, that's true.
That'll open up that line of sight for you.
Okay, let's see. Haste gives me an extra action that I can use for a limited number of things.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my hasted action to dash inside the room.
Okay, we're in the room.
I'll move. Let's see, I was here before. I'll move 20 feet here.
Okay, so you will get that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You'll get this. You'll probably get that. And probably not, but whatever, just ignore it. There's nothing there anyway.
All right.
And you'll also get this. Oh no. I went off the screen and it wouldn't let me do it anymore.
Mhm.
No!
There.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay, there's
boy.
more of these guys. Okay, well, I'm going to move here, and then I'm going to use my regular action to attack this guy.
Okay.
Right,
As you
so-
approach, he seems... I will tell you if he seems damaged or not. He seems a bit damaged.
All right, cool.
You
I'm
can
going
see
to.
sort of icy spikes sort of poking off of sections of his fur, like clumping together in sort of still frozen sections.
Oh, how would he like more ice? And I'm gonna draw Chillmort.
Nice.
All right, so the first attack is a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
All right, I will. Where's my dice? I will expend a charge of Chillmort to do more ice damage to him. Wasn't so great. He takes 12 damage.
He is looking real rough.
All right, I will attack again.
Okay.
That one is more. That's 25 to hit.
Definitely hits.
I'm going to save a charge and just use a regular attack.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty good. That does 12 more damage.
You go bye-bye.
He's dead?
Yep.
Woo!
So you cleave once, and you watch as ice sprays from the wound, mixing up with the blood in midair, and sort of freezing over the gap into the wound. And then, without using Chillmort's magical power, you carve through and just sort of thrust inward to the same wound, bursting it open, and your sword sort of sprouts out of the were-rat's back and ends its life.
Nice. And I guess I will use... I didn't use all of my movement from dash. I don't know if I can use that here again or not.
Yeah, you could break up your move however you like.
Alright, I'm going to use the rest of my movement from my hasted dash to corner him against the wall, and that'll be my turn.
He's not quite cornered. He could jump into the Hunger of Hadar, but that's effectively it.
Well, it's either he goes through the tentacles or he goes through Jeff.
Right.
A hasted Jeff. Neither option is ideal for this guy.
Stop, drop, and roll! Stop, drop, and roll!
You don't want to roll in the
He
tentacles.
goes through
trust
me. It's me or the tentacles, man. Alright, that's my turn.
Nope,
Okay.
nope, can't. Thought of so many lines to respond to that with. Can't say any of them.
Warthog, go ahead and roll your
Yeah.
cold damage for the boar.
That is 7.
Okay. So he takes 7 cold damage as the hunger sort of grips up at him with these icy tendrils, and this cold breeze envelops his body. He is seeing a threat, gonna come around and go for you, Jeff.
Alright. My AC is 21 because I'm hasted.
Okay. Nice. Actually, is he going to... Yeah, he's going to charge.
Uh-oh.
So he's going to hear him... And he sort of brushes his back foot against the ground and just bows his head and rushes straight for you. Let's see. What is that going to be to hit? That is a 22.
Oh god, that just barely hits.
Yes, it does. Okay, so you'll take an
Dang it.
extra 2d6 slashing damage
Ow.
on top of the... okay. Nice.
This is going to hurt.
And I would like you to make a strength saving throw.
Strain?
Yep.
I am good at those. I got a 19 for the strain save.
Okay, so you pass the strength save. You take 19 points of slashing damage as the tusks just carve into your armor and into your flesh beneath it, ripping through some of your gambus and tearing into nice scaly flesh of the Dragonborn.
Well, that hurt.
And I would also like you to make a DC 12 Constitution, or a Constitution save, which you now know the DC of.
Well, it doesn't matter. It can't change it. I rolled a 19 for the con save.
Nice. As you feel something more than simple goring when the tusks make contact with you. It is painful, and you almost feel this. It's not quite a venom, but like this draining energy coming into the wound. But you manage to shake it off, and you don't. It does not take effect in you. He's then going to make a second attack with the two-handed axe that he hoists overhead and slashes downward with.
Cool.
That was cocked and also weirdly on an incline.
As long as the reroll is less than 20 or less than 21.
It is a total of 11.
Okay, that misses for sure.
Yep. All right, so the second swipe misses you by a mile, and that will, I believe, end the boar's turn.
Cool.
Yes.
I'm going to use my reaction to make a repulse against him.
Okay.
It might not be so good. Does a 15 hit?
It does.
Okay, good. So he takes the damage from a single melee attack plus D8.
Yep.
That's good. Okay, he takes 18 damage.
Wow. Okay.
This is like the second time I've used that maneuver in the entire campaign.
Yeah. So you carve into him with Chill Mort, and you cut a large swath through the furred doublet that he was wearing, and you see blood begin to seep from the wound, but he snarls and shrugs it off. And that'll bring us to Clanky.
Okay. All right. Can move there. So it'd be
You're
there.
sending Clanky into the tentacles?
Clanky's a man. Clanky sees enemies. Clanky removes enemies.
Fair enough.
Can't
So
fault
he's
him
gonna-
for that.
He doesn't have like reach or anything.
Nope.
Is Hunger of
5
Hadar
feet,
considered
no. Okay.
difficult terrain?
So
I don't think
that's
so.
a good question.
I was just wondering.
Oh shit! He should have had advantage on those attacks.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Next time.
okay.
All right. So
I
Clanky
feel like
won't be able
Jeff
to
going
reach
in
them
alone
from
is
there.
a bad idea.
So Clanky's gonna sprint.
I was hasted. I was feeling a little confident. Maybe overconfident, but
Oh wait, what spell do I have Clanky loaded with?
I believe you told me it was always slow.
Slow.
yeah, you gave him slow.
Yeah.
You did.
Oh yeah, I haven't changed it yet. I mean, slow.
That's what I've been assuming. If you haven't told me otherwise. which
Yeah,
you
if I
haven't
don't
yet.
change it, then. Yeah, that makes sense for him to just do that instead of just walking into them. So he'll use his movement to go there, and then he'll cast slow on the big guy.
Okay. What kind of save is it?
It is a Wiz 16.
Whiz. Okay.
Also, slow can target up to 6 creatures.
It can.
Yes.
Oh, up to
Yeah.
6 creatures. Yeah, okay.
Up to 6 creatures
My
of
bad.
your choice in a 40-foot cube range.
So he's gonna target the enemies.
Yes.
Yeah, literally all of
Yeah, can a 40-foot cube reach everyone?
Well,
No.
maybe not everyone.
It could actually
Okay,
only hit these two, I think.
the other guys are
Those
just
2
out of
or
reach.
These 3.
Yeah, you have to pick one side of the room.
Honestly, I'm going with those 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Wisdom
cast on those 3.
16 on
Wiz 6.
those 3, which are, I believe, 2 rats and a wolf. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes. So the rats, wisdom, nat 1, nat 19,
Cool. Oh.
and the wolf, nat 4. So I will mark them with snails.
2 out of 3 is good.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay with that.
They are slowed.
Speed is halved, -2 AC.
Yep.
So you say-
A lot of badness.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's generally just not good for him.
No, indeed. Alrighty.
Okay, cool.
Is Clanky doing anything else? Did you say he
that's all
wanted
he
to
can do.
sprint?
I think he decided to use slow instead of sprint.
Yeah, he's slow.
Oh, okay. So you want to have him take the damage from both beginning and end.
He didn't start in there though.
Yeah, he just takes the damage from the end.
Doesn't it happen when they enter it?
Oh, does it?
I don't know.
think so. Just
That's
at the start.
usual, but maybe.
Let's check.
Any creature that starts their turn in the effect, and then
But not or moves into it on their
starts
first
its turn in the area.
First time on their turn.
Yeah, it just says when it starts.
Okay. Cool.
So that'll be 8 damage to him.
Okay. I
Clanky can take that.
He heals 10 a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe I said his regeneration didn't function.
Ah. Well, still.
Still, Clanky's
he's
got
some-
Yeah,
this.
he's got plenty of health, but he does not heal 10 a turn.
That's fair. That's fair.
At least not yet.
Not till I talk to that little mechanic, bro.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
Gotta get his oil changed.
So, Callum, you're up.
Okay. So, wait, where is it?
You be here.
So, can I see that guy, I guess?
If you moved to here, you could. And still be outside Unger of Hadar.
Nope.
I guess I'll move there and just throw a javelin at him. Does that reach or no?
It's 40 feet,
You'd throw a disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll throw a disadvantage.
Okay.
Don't. Oh, Jeff.
Don't roll on that one.
It's fine. Fine.
Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Cool. Shit. That's a 7.
All right, 7 damage as Jeff, you watch as your paladin buddy rushes out from behind a pillar, hurls a javelin through the air, and it sort of sails between this pillar and Mr. Clanky, and then threads the needle right next to you, and thump, just like pierces its way into the wereboar's ribs, and he roars in pain.
Good.
Anything else, Callum?
No, that's all.
Alrighty. That will bring us back to you, Wartok.
Oh crap. I'm gonna here.
Okay.
Gonna pop back out with Eldritch.
Okay, go ahead and make that attack roll, my friend.
Do you want me to do one at a time?
Yes, please.
First one is a 20 to hit.
Natural?
No, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was
dirty
like,
20, my bad.
That was actually exactly why I asked, because it's not impossible for you to kill, I think. Alrighty.
That's a D10, not a D12. That's this one over here. That's a 10.
Alrighty.
And then the other one is going to be a 18 to hit.
That also hits.
That's going to be a 8.
Alright, so you all watch as Wartok then rushes downward, curling around, sort of like grabbing onto the pillar and like swinging about it, coming around with finger gun and just pow! Firing off 2 shots of Eldritch Blast that sizzle between the yeah, they would go between the panels, right? They'd go
Yeah,
not
right through there.
Not that tool. This tool. Yeah, so they'd have to sizzle between the pillars, slamming into this were-rat. The first one sort of catching him in the gut, and then as he doubles over, the second one going right for the same target. But as it doubles over, this one hits right in the crown of the head and blasts the were-rat back away from his friend, and he flies back here before collapsing against the wall and dying.
Nice.
Nice. That is good.
Kiana, you're up.
Shoot. Okay. I am going to move forward here. 5, 10, 15. Would I have line of sight on either of these two engaged with Jeff?
It does not look like it, given what you're pushing.
Yeah, there's a pillar in your way.
Yeah.
Okay.
However, you'd have to move into hunger if it are. Well, check this square.
You would be able to see
Yeah,
the
you'd
more.
get this one. You'd get this one.
Okay. He's
Because
47.
Clanky is big, but he can shift out of the way. He doesn't actually take up all 4 squares for visibility purposes.
Right.
I
Okay.
think that's not technically raw, but it's silly
Meh.
to be like, people
Sure.
are 20-foot or people are 10-foot cubes if they're big.
Yeah.
He's
Not
1,000 square cubic feet.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This Minecraft physics has gone too far.
Yeah, but we still don't
anyway,
use Pythagoras. Fuck that guy. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm going to use frostbite on this dude, so
Cool.
he's gonna have to make a DC 15 con save.
And that one, I believe, is the boar. Yes.
Yes.
I believe so. Yes.
Yes.
I know
Pretty
that they probably have good con, but it's what I got.
Is that before or after you roll for hit?
It doesn't roll for hit. This is a
Yeah, he makes a
cantrip.
con save.
Oh, I thought it was a spell attack, and then it was okay.
That's ice
Wow.
knife.
Ah. Okay, well, he rolled an actual 5, so regardless of his bonus, that's a no.
Yes. Okay, has it upgraded to 2d6? I believe it has.
Yes. I think all cantrips upgrade at 5th level.
As far
Okay,
as
that's
I
nice. So that is 9 cold damage, and he has disadvantage on his next weapon attack roll.
know. Ah. Okay, so, Jeff, the werewolf is not having a great time as you just keep seeing things impacted from afar.
I'm
This
enjoying
time,
this.
a ray of cold energy that you briefly think might have been like from you, and then you're like, oh wait, no, I can't cast spells. Slams into him and sort of crinkle like